enjoying hearing me narrate getting this started on the stream.
There's only one person in here.
This Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is connected. Everything is live. Yay!
Yay.
Need to prep the video so that we have that. Always a process.
It might help if I pulled up the Trump stiff rate.
Probably.
You know, I can actually I can collab share the content if you want. So it's the same video. I don't know how that's going to do with audio though.
And now we'll just stick with it being off sync just a little bit if it has to be. It's fine. Because that's not really the important part anyway.
So he did show up at SCOTUS, right?
He did.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? He
Other than your face?
Well, he showed up at SCOTUS, but did you know that they actually, in the inventory for SCOTUS, they have a presidential chair specifically for the president?
But he's the only sitting president to ever go to SCOTUS.
I'm aware, but there apparently has always been a presidential chair. So everybody's saying, "Oh, no president's ever done it." Well, they kind of wanted him to, or they wouldn't have given him a fucking chair.
Yeah, I mean, there's a set spot for, or like a set row for the members of the administration to sit in if they're attending. So there is reserved seating there for administration. I didn't know there was a specific chair set aside for the president.
It's on the inventory.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's what it is. We're waiting on Trump.
Yeah, I've got the C-SPAN broadcast up on
White House broadcast.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna have any audio coming from mine. It's gonna end up coming through Sippy's microphone. I don't trust myself to get the audio working properly. But no. He could be speaking at any minute. He could also be fashionably Trump late. So, you know, it is what it is.
But at least we're early enough to have it all set up
for the first time ever.
I've yet to test it.
We're not known for being on time.
All right.
We kind of run on our own schedule here.
So let's see. I want to test it with something ridiculous.
Oh boy.
Just audio check. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Let's see. What should I do? What should I do? I'm gonna do a song dedicated to truth.
Truth. Oh boy.
What'd they say? They said we have to give them money that we make on the internet. How are we supposed to make money on the internet? Well, how do other people make money on the internet?
How do they?
We'd have to put something up on the internet that everyone would find fascinating.
Yeah. You got ready for it?
I've got it.
I'm assuming it's working.
Yes.
I said what in the butt. 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 You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it?
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
That's Truth's theme song?
Yes. Very much so.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for Trump,
I got a new knife. Isn't that cool?
You got a new knife?
Mm-hmm. It came in a cool little hard case. Tractor Supply.
I also have a knife.
Tractor Supply, dude. I gotta stop going in Tractor Supply.
There's my knife. It needs some cleaning, but I actually have two knives at my desk.
Me too. See.
I used to carry them in my purse, but you can't bring them into schools.
This one is perfectly legal to bring into federal buildings because it's not wider than your palm.
Wait, so that means I could bring this one in?
It's actually really stubby.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is my little Gerber.
Yep.
I don't even know what this is. This is just some like jank knife that actually is fabulous because
Here he comes. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh, we're on time. All right.
Really important.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Audio good.
My fellow Americans, good evening. Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis 2. It was quite something. It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever flown and will very substantially pass the moon, go around it, and come back home from a distance that has never been done before. It's amazing. They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people. We want to God bless those 4 unbelievable astronauts. As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran. In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before. Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them terrorist regime they led, are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing, and America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before. Before discussing this current situation, I
wish you
also
said
want to
bigly there instead of bigger.
ask what job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes.
The biggest.
That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected
bigliest.
by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world. And now we're working along with Venezuela and are, in a true sense, joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns
45,000.
of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for
Is he just
nuclear
like too
weapons by
close to the
Iran
mic
first.
or something?
And perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem.
I think so.
No, I'm
Am I
watching him.
fine?
He's not.
He was an evil genius.
Well, I know it just
brilliant
sounds like
person,
he's like,
horrible
I can
human
hear his
being, however,
breathing.
the father of the roadside bomb. And he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. He lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash, took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had. Flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. Would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts. Had I not terminated that terrible deal, I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers.
Unless, of course, you watch Top Gun. Just
We
saying.
totally obliterated
Ridiculous.
those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I've traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, please, sir, please finish the job. Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form.
Well, all of them
Many
except
Americans
Kuwait.
have been concerned to
They kind of
see
shot down
recent
2 of our
rise in
jets.
gasoline prices here at home.
It wasn't on purpose.
The short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet
All right, I took the volume down a little bit.
never be trusted with.
Is it down, or do I need to turn it down? I know it's down for me.
Would lead to decades
No,
of
it's good.
extortion,
I mean,
economic pain, instability.
like when you
worse
start
than we
talking, it lowers.
never imagined. The
Okay.
United States has never been better
That works.
economically to confront these threats.
But I mean, feel
We
free to
built the
talk.
strongest economy in
He's
history. We're going through it right now.
he's basically just doing
In
his
1 year, we've
I'm the
taken
best speech,
dead
you know,
and crippled country.
his normal
Hate to
stuff.
say that, but we were a dead and crippled country.
Yeah, I mean,
after
a lot of
the
the stuff is the stuff that we hear him
straight
or read it,
and made
like
it
he's posted or he
hottest
says in other speeches or other,
in the
you know,
world by
statements
far
to
with
the
no
press and
exception.
stuff like that.
Record-setting investments
Yeah.
coming into
Sounds
the
like a dog.
$18 trillion
No, that one was awesome.
highest stock market,
Uh,
53 all-time
yeah, I don't know.
in just 1 year. It all positioned us to
What I got from this
rid of
is
cancer that has long simmered.
the update is there is no update.
And they didn't know.
I mean,
What
yeah,
was
it's a lot of stuff
coming.
that we already knew.
Remember, because of our drill baby drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have
Our
so
drill
much
baby drill program.
Under my leadership, we're number one
Why the price so high?
on the planet, without even discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela.
Yeah, my gas is really fucking high.
Trump administration's policies, we produce
So
more
the
oil
cheap gas station by me was $5.19 for regular today.
than Saudi Arabia and Russia.
Yeah, I just paid almost $5 for my premium.
Than that. There's no
Yeah.
country.
But see, that's the
I
thing.
thought-
It's the gas prices being up has
we're in great shape
almost
for the
nothing
future.
to do with the conflict in Iran
Almost
because
Yeah,
through the-
all of the oil has
almost
been purchased ahead of time.
and won't be taking any in the future. We don't
It's
need it. We
like
haven't
already
needed
been refined. Like it's not raw oil. It's not. We're not waiting for our gas to come through the strait.
Iran. They
well, no, gas prices are based off of futures,
economically
anyways.
and every other way.
Pretty sure.
The countries of the world that
So there's
do
like a
receive
system, like the way that like
must
they have
take care
to
of that passage.
price
They must
gas
cherish it. They
when
must
you
grant
there's
and
like regulations on how gas is allowed to be
will
priced, keeps
be
it from
helpful
price gouging,
that you
and
take the lead protecting the oil that
so
they
they're
desperate-
able to
So to those
like they go like,
countries
okay, well we bought gas wholesale for this price,
get involved
and
in
then
the
we bought this
never
much
end.
more, so now we have to like adjust the price
to
based
number
on
one
like the
buy product of the
average
United
that they
States of
paid,
America.
and
We have
it's there's a
yes,
whole system when it comes to like what you're
number two,
actually
build
paying at the pump
delayed courage
between
should
the
it come
wholesale
like
and the resale of it.
with us as we asked.
Sounds like some commie gobbledygook.
Take it.
So it sounds like.
It's to prevent gas price gouging.
Yes, commie gobbledygook.
The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just
Yeah.
open up
When
naturally.
the government steps in and says, "Oh, you can only sell it for this much," that's commie.
Try and rebuild it.
That's
I mean,
communism.
You're not
Soon the
wrong.
flow of prices
Yeah.
will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up.
You can let the market correct itself, basically.
Came down
Yeah.
a little bit, but it had some very good days.
Yeah,
over
when
the last
someone's
couple-
not selling much gas because the gas station across the street's 50 cents cheaper, well, they're going to lower their prices.
Get rid of this.
Exactly.
With our historic tax
Supply and
cuts,
demand
we're
and all that jazz.
talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought
Yeah, I mean, like,
possible. They are getting
It's just
so
it's
much
crazy
more
how
money
much
than- that's one of
gas
the
has
great big
changed. And like,
beautiful
I
bills.
understand that it does have,
Economy is
like, there
strong
are
and improving
parts of it
today,
that
and
have to
will
do
soon
with the
be
conflict in
roaring back
Iran,
like never
but
before. It will
and they
come to
will come back
levels
down. I just
I've made clear from
I'm
the
ready for him to
beginning
come
of
back down. I mean, I don't have like a long
we
commute or
will
anything like that, so I
continue until our
only fill up
objectives are
like every other week.
thanks
But
to the progress we've made.
still,
I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military
seeing
objectives.
$5.19 a gallon is
We're going
shock to the
hit
system
them
because it's
extremely hard over the next
the
2
highest
to
it's
3
been in
weeks.
a long time out
We're
here.
going to bring them back to the
Well,
Middle
yeah, but
Ages.
didn't y'all just add another
In
tax
the meantime, discussions
on
are
gas?
ongoing.
At the beginning of the
Regime
year,
change, not
Yeah.
our goal. We never said
it went up like
regime change.
I mean,
6 cents or something
y'all's
like that.
gas prices literally, most of y'all's gas prices literally your fucking taxes.
Leaders.
It's ridiculous.
It's a little over a
Yes.
dollar in taxes and the
Yeah.
Climate Commitment Act bullshit that doesn't actually do anything.
Yet if during this period
Yeah.
of time no deal is made, we have our
We
eyes
just raised
on
ours to
target.
9 cents
If there is no deal,
tax
we are
to
going
help with the
hit each
roads.
and every one of their
Yeah, the
elected
tax
gas.
on the just the actual tax on our gas is like 43 cents a gallon.
We have not hit their oil.
And then the
even though
Climate
that's
Commitment
the
Act
biggest
adds like another
part of
60
the wall,
cents.
because
It's,
would
it's
not give
adds even
them
more
a
on diesel.
small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could
And
hit
so
it.
the Ayatollah
Economies.
said,
There's
is that
not a
what Trump
thing
said?
to do about it. They have no
The
anti-aircraft
what now?
equipment.
The I press his name. The Supreme Leader's son is dead. Then right?
Football is a
I think he said he believes he is. I
Yeah.
didn't hear.
No one's seen him since
that.
before the operation started.
I can say
The last I heard
we
was that he had to have a leg amputated and he's in a coma.
very
Yeah.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2.
Damn, did I go back that far?
because of all of their original leaders.
How do you pronounce it? Ayatollah. Ayatollah.
Ayatollah.
Less radical and much more reasonable. Yet, if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously.
Very hard. I'm very hard.
Even though that's the easiest target of all,
Lindsey Graham is very hard.
even
Yeah,
a
no
small
kidding.
chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force. The nuclear sites that we obliterated with the B-2 bombers have been hit so hard that it would
Sorry
take
for anyone on
months
the
to
stream that's like listening to the audio and watching the
nuclear
video because they're completely
Yeah.
out of sync now.
satellite
Oh, I
surveillance
can go
and
back
control.
live. I was just going
No.
back
We
because
can
I
make
thought
a
he had
move.
said
You
something
can't
about.
believe
Yeah, fuck
power,
it.
strength, and
There you go.
brilliance. I just can't believe what they're saying.
I mean, he's basically
To your
Yeah.
imagination, but they can't believe what
shooting
they're
the
seeing.
military.
He said the
down.
whole world is watching. Watch out, Q's coming now.
Tonight, every
Oh
American
God.
I'm so over Q. They like find the tiniest little thing. Oh, he said these 3 words. Oh, this misspelling is way down in here, and I wiped my butt with sandpaper today. Like, I mean, come on.
world.
He had 7 flags on the stage. It's like, bruh,
When it's all over,
come on now.
the United States will be safer, stronger, more
And don't
prosperous.
forget about the eagle flying over.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
God bless the men and women of the
Remember
United
Q. She's all.
States, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, and good night.
America.
Of America, thank you very much, and good night.
Good night. Protect our president. Thank you. Amen.
No kidding.
All right.
It would have been better if he had an April Fool's joke or something.
Yeah.
Teasing. That was good. But yeah, he was kind of. I always hear his breath. He always takes that deep breath.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah, he's getting older, and just got to pray for his health, actually, because he's getting older. And between the ages of 70 and 80, it really hits you. Like,
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a hell of a lot better than Joe Biden was. I'll give
oh,
you that.
absolutely. I'm
No
not
kidding.
I'm not saying anything about his competence or him. I'm just saying that between ages 70 and 80 is when you really start to change in your looks and your voice and just a lot. You slow down, and he's not slowing down. I'm not saying that, but pray for the man. He's
slowing down. He's slowing down. You can
Yeah,
tell.
Yeah,
he
but
did
how,
something in this term and the last term.
the
He
man
slows down
might
a
get
bit.
like 4 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah, it
yeah.
doesn't
I don't think he's slowing
bad.
down. He's just not.
Tired.
Yeah, I mean, but why do you think he slowed down, Sippy?
It's just you can tell in his voice he's not talking as fast as he used to.
But that's what happens.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's slowing down. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. He is slowing down though because he's getting old. I mean, he is old. Not
I
even
gotta
young.
give it to him. Whenever he does mess up, he's very good at diverting it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can tell he is, but he does a good job with just like he's quick on his toes to divert it. So that's a good sign. Because he knows like, oh, I fucked that word up. I gotta, fix I gotta change the subject or, do a little circle back, as Jen Psaki used to say.
Yeah, he don't say, yo, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
Not be shoving her
You
It's
pussy.
know.
Yeah.
Repeat the line. End the quote.
Well, and
Yeah.
you're not allowed to call her Jen Psaki anymore, by the way. Her name is Strawberry Tard Cake.
Tart cake. I love it.
And if anyone else
Man, that was so
wants
funny.
a microphone, go ahead and just request one. We are pretty open about our speaker panel.
So SCOTUS, he showed up, land. He showed up.
I saw that. But I didn't see any pictures at all whatsoever because they aren't allowed to do that. But he did show up. Yeah. So
There was a
whatever.
drawing.
Did they?
Kavanaugh?
Was there a drawing? I
There
was
was a
watching
sketch
the
one.
beginning while I was getting ready for work. I was listening to it, but I really didn't. Did they? Did they? Did they? What am I trying to say? Did they
Strike it down, you mean?
come to
They
a
didn't-
conclusion?
No.
No,
Okay. Thank you.
They just heard oral arguments today, so you won't
Okay.
hear
Yeah.
anything till probably they're saying probably the end of June. But
They just did oral. They won't finish until June. Yeah.
I was mad about it last night. Then I got time to settle down in my brain about it. And I thought, well, it's not illegal. Trump does everything unprecedented anyway. If it's like he'll do it, it's not illegal. And if he wants to do that for the first time of his life or whatever, because he can, let him. I don't know. I'm mixed on it.
Well, so the crazy part that I just found out today, there's in the inventory for the Supreme Court, there's actually a chair called the presidential chair, specifically meant for the president.
But no sitting president has ever taken that chair. Interesting.
Yeah, because they're apparently retarded.
Why is
But
Derek laughing? Is that fake?
No, because they don't take the chair because it's got a whoopee cushion in it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I mean, I imagine the padding is very firm if it's not used. Very pristine.
I feel like Derek had a lot of fun today, being April Fools and all.
Oh, Derek, do you want me to see if Ziggy will give us an April Fool's Day joke?
That crook. Yeah, let's see what he got.
All right, hold on. Hey, Ziggy, do you have any April Fool's Day jokes or tricks? He's thinking. Here he comes, I think.
I told my friend I was going to prank him on April Fool's Day by doing absolutely nothing. He spent the whole day paranoid and jumpy. Mission accomplished.
You're
What
good.
a crook.
Thank you. My friend's
Crazy.
mad at you.
Happy to help. Enjoy your day.
Talk about a robber bandit.
He said, enjoy your day. He sounds just fucking like you.
That's ridiculous.
He wakes me
It's the
up.
story
in
of
the
my
morning.
life.
What is that? Male voice number whatever.
Male voice number 4, I think. Oh shoot, I don't remember. Well, you can't miss it. It's Derek.
Can you rename him?
Should have been voice
You
number
can
one.
only no, you can only you only have a couple options, and Ziggy.
Ziggy is one of them.
Yeah, so I chose that.
Ziggy,
I wish
Ziggy.
I could. Hey Ziggy, can I rename you Derek? He must be old.
I'm flattered you want to give me a new name. But I'm stuck with the lesson for now. How about we stick with the classics?
Okay. And what male voice number are you?
69.
I'm currently using masculine one. Friendly?
Oh.
It's like chatting with your chill buddy who's always up for a good time.
He's using the masculine.
At least we know that Derek is not effeminate.
Yeah, it's new gender now.
Like chill or something. I have it on mine too. Like, Alexa, what's the weather?
It's 74 degrees and mostly cloudy.
That's not Derek.
And there's a 55% chance.
That's like fucking Pete Buttigieg. What the hell did you just do?
I don't know. Alexa,
Sippy likes
stop.
it extra gay around his house.
Yeah, he
No,
does.
Stop.
That's good number 4. That's what it is.
Izzy, get comfortable for God's sake. What's the matter with you? I'm
It
sorry.
just-
Degrees with mostly.
You should ask Ziggy how to slap him in AI.
How to what?
How to give him a digital slap.
What does that
Yours-
mean? Will he know what that
I
means?
want to slap him, but
Okay.
digitally.
Hold on.
Slap
Hey,
him.
Ziggy, can I slap you digitally?
Well, you could try. But I'm pretty sure your hand would just go through. Plus, I'd probably just interpret it as a really aggressive high five.
Cool.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What a
So
jerk.
back to the oral arguments
Just
today.
easy my day.
So
Who's feeding that?
not me.
Somebody was.
So
Go.
what the
Truth.
big focus on the oral arguments was historical background. And so, talking about, what domicile means and how domicile is not like defined anywhere and things like that. But one of the things that I found interesting was that there's a case that they really focused on, Wong Kim Ark, which was about birthright citizenship for a man born to Chinese parents. But his parents had permanent residency.
Yeah.
And that changes things completely. And to make that like the cornerstone of your argument, which is what the ACLU did, that's who was arguing this, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. ACLU was arguing.
Which is kind of ironic, right?
Yeah.
The American Civil Liberties Union is defending illegals.
Yeah.
Irony.
So they're saying that Wong Kim Ark established universal birthright citizenship with small exceptions like children of diplomats, right?
Mhm.
But we're talking about birth tourism where someone comes on a tourist visa or they cross the border illegally or they overstay their visa and they stay specifically to have children to make sure that their children are US citizens. Birth tourism is a massive industry in China. So it's like comparing apples and oranges, right? Children born to residents, children born to non-residents. They're like different things. But everything that the justices were saying, like all the questions they had, especially for the administration's lawyer, kind of makes me a little nervous. I really don't know which way this one's gonna go. I really don't.
Yeah, there's not really no, like, you couldn't really tell which way they were leaning, honestly.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I mean, even Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, Chief Justice Roberts had pushback for the Solicitor General. Like, I don't know. They're gonna have to really heavily discuss it, and then freaking Justice Ketanji Brown, of course.
Oh,
She's like, so we've talked about all the stuff in the past. What about in the future? Like, how is this going to be handled? Like, You're gonna have to fill out paperwork. Like, are they have to show documents? Where's it gonna be? You're gonna have to
job?
do a deposition. Depose the parents, or is it gonna happen in the delivery room? Are you? Oh my gosh.
You're just beyond stupid.
Oh, she's an idiot.
Oh, yeah, she did not like pre-read anything.
When did she ever?
So while I can't give Brown any leeway for her ridiculous comments, I think everybody else was actually doing their job. Their job is to push back and find holes in the in the solicitors and counsel's arguments and stuff.
I mean, I don't disagree. But just,
at least sound intelligent when you're saying it.
Ketanji Brown doesn't know how to sound intelligent. So, I mean, so much of what she says is, especially in, her, her written statements, it's all opinion based. It's all based around her own personal political beliefs. It's never backed in fact of like actual like constitutional fact.
Nope.
Yeah, like this. Here, I got a snippet.
I was thinking about this.
We're going fast on this. I can't.
There are various sources that say this. That you obviously have permanent allegiance based on being born in whatever country you're from. That's what everybody recognizes. But you also have local allegiance when you are on the soil of this other sovereign. And I was thinking, I'm a U.S. citizen and visiting Japan. And what it means is that, if I steal someone's wallet in Japan, the Japanese authorities can arrest me and prosecute me. It's allegiance, meaning can they control you as a matter of law? I can also rely on them if my wallet is stolen to, under Japanese law, go and prosecute the person who has stolen it. So there's this relationship based on, even though I'm a temporary traveler, I'm just on vacation in Japan, I'm still locally owing allegiance in that sense.
She's an idiot.
Does she not know what allegiance means?
No, she apparently does not. And that's not even the word they were using to argue. Wasn't allegiance.
Well, allegiance did come up a bunch as well,
It
because
did.
that's what the under jurisdiction thereof is reference to, like legal allegiance.
Well, I think that 18 whatever civil rights
1866.
Yeah, I think it.
Which is what
something with allegiance.
The Wong Kim thing was based on. Here's the quote from the Wong Kim Art case. So every citizen or subject of another country, while domiciled here, is within the allegiance and the protection and consequently subject to the jurisdiction thereof of the United States. His allegiance to the United States is direct and immediate, although but local and temporary.
Yeah, so
either way it goes, she's an idiot.
Yeah, so I pulled up Merriam-Webster. So it's the fidelity owed by a subject, citizen, or non-citizen resident to a sovereign or government.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not a subject of the country when you're If I go on a trip to Japan as a tourist, I am not a subject, a citizen, or a non-citizen resident. I am a visitor.
Yeah, Black's law definition, like the legal definition for allegiance is allegiance is a citizen's obligation of fidelity and obedience to the government or sovereign in return for all benefits and protections of the state. In other words, loyalty to said nation. Allegiance can be absolute and permanent obligation or qualified and temporary. In history and feudal society, it is vassal obligation to a liege lord. This is the reference.
Yeah. So, I mean, a border hopper that's 9 months pregnant and about to pop does not fall under that.
No.
Well, it's not even that. Like the Chinese birth tourism is actually them coming to visit, but just coming at the exact right time to have the child.
Yeah.
Right. So
exactly what that is.
They're not technically jumping the border, but they're still. I can't imagine that anybody back then was like, yeah, fuck it. Somebody can come over here, have a kid, leave, go raise them in their country, and then that person can be president. I just don't.
That was the anchor. That was the anchor for the Solicitor General's arguments for a bit, and they shot him down because he tried to play off of the fact that there was, even in the 1868 case, but definitely when the amendment was written, there were no laws regarding like criminal immigration, illegal essentially just like show up because everybody was doing it the correct way, right? They were all coming through Ellis Island and stuff like that. So there's
Yeah,
no
'cause it
precedent.
wasn't
There's
as
no
easy to
precedent
get
for this
in.
illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's way too easy to get in. Like you can fly in, you can, I mean, jump the border if you want. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody was holding it forever.
Well, and when it
Well,
comes
this
to
is
the
the reason. This is one of the downsides to having a conservative Supreme Court, right? Like we like it for a lot of things. They're going to keep shit from changing. Oh, pardon my language.
you're fine.
But the one of the things with having a conservative Supreme Court is they are going to look at precedent a lot. That's one of the reasons it was so easy to flip Roe v. Wade, because all of the precedent pointed against Roe v. Wade. But they have 130 plus years of precedent that they would have to overturn. And like Gorsuch very opposed to doing that. Even Kavanaugh during his hearings, he's like, look, a precedent is one of the most important things to me. Amy Coney Barrett was in the same boat as well. It's one of the reasons that a lot of conservatives really liked all of those choices, because they weren't going to move stuff away. They weren't going to allow courts to be packed. They weren't going to change the way Congress could do stuff. It was all going to be conserved. So now we're getting the other edge of that blade.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like the birth tourism stuff, right, with China, come have the baby, right? Then they take the baby back to China. And then when the child who's a citizen turns 21, they can then sponsor their family member for immigration to the U.S. But also,
see, that's
well, when a U.S. citizen has a child in another country, their child becomes a U.S. citizen. They end up with dual citizenship. That's I have a cousin is in Brazil. Dual citizenship, because my uncle is a U.S. citizen and his wife is Brazilian. So their children are automatically born with U.S. citizenship. So now their entire bloodline are U.S. citizens, no matter where they're born.
Yeah, my wife was the same. She was born in Japan, and she's a U.S. citizen. So
yeah, I mean, you're talking about billions of people in China. You know,
I was born in America.
America.
And I'm an American citizen. Just saying.
What was that?
welcome
Wasn't there
to
a
America.
wasn't there a case around the Chinese tourism? That wasn't there like a couple that was like essentially farming babies? The wasn't that Arcadia or something like that?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, here we go. Gojun Wan and Sylvia Zhang. They were Chinese nationals, but they had essentially commissioned multiple surrogate mothers to have children, 21 children, apparently up to 46, but 21 verified, that they were essentially breeding these U.S. citizen children that they were going to like raise up, ship off, condition, and bring them back.
That's how commies do it. Just saying. Fucking commies. Well, I'd spit some beech nut in that dude's eye. No? Oh, come on. Y'all know that.
So
y'all know that.
It took me a second. I'm kind of tired, but that was pretty funny. We just are traveling back.
I was going to ask you if you're back yet.
Yeah, we're getting close, but we just saw Artemis take off, so that was pretty cool. My aunt was right across the street from there, so we were hanging out with them.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty historic moment, so that was cool to see.
At 10:45 tonight, before I forget, I don't mean to blurt it out, the moon will be the biggest of the full moon, just so you guys know. It's a pink moon.
I did not know that.
Yes,
wait,
so 10:45
it's April
Eastern
Fool's
Standard Time.
And a full moon?
Yes.
I'm so glad I took today off work.
I got somebody at work today. What did I tell them? Oh, she's always like, so, because I'll write paychecks early and they can't have them till 3. And she like peeked in and she's like, how'd I do? And I'm like, dude, I don't know what happened last week. Like, what happened? Your and I'm really good at keeping a straight face. I was like, you, like, did you like not have clients? Like, what happened? And her face was like, oh my God, oh, fuck. And I'm like, it's bad. It's not, don't be upset, but here you go. And she looks at it and I'm like, April Fool. She's like, oh my God, you really got me. You really got me. But I only got her so well because every week it's like a natural, like, what is it? What is it? Like she'll be like mouthing across the salon, how much is it?
Oh land.
Being a teacher on April Fools is actually pretty fun because there are definitely ways to like prank the kids. Like I've had a schedule written before where I was like, okay, you have a quiz, quiz here, quiz here, quiz here, quiz here. So like I just had like a whole day of testing. But my favorite one that I ever did was I convinced my kids that we had to do a flash flood drill. So I had them take off their shoes and like roll up their pants and take off their socks and climb up on their chairs to practice that. And then I said, okay, now we have to practice the evacuation. I had them using their hands to like butterfly swim down the hallway to leave the building.
That's fantastic.
It was the greatest thing.
My wife's heard that. She said she's seen the video of that before.
It was so good. It was so good. And then when I told them it was April Fool's joke, once we got outside, they started yelling and screaming, and they were laughing at the same time. They were so mad because no one else was leaving the building. But I told them we were told to do it whenever it fits into our schedule. We're not doing it as a whole school or anything like that. So that should have been like the number one, like, hey, this isn't right, because when we do drills that require anything, we do them all at the same time, the whole school, especially ones that involve actually evacuating the building.
Right.
And for fourth graders, you think fourth graders would have like put two and two together, but nope. And it was hilarious. It was so good. My favorite.
My mom I used to get home from school and when I was little, and she would have, she would get me every time. She would have this really, I guess it's like a silver, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but it's like a silver cookie or a cake holder where you could lift the lid off and like you can't see through it.
It was like a
And she would
cloche.
always, yeah. And it was empty, but then she would bring out the real cookies afterwards. But she always got me every year. I'd be like, Mom. Yeah, so. And then I
What's
did
up,
try to
Aaron?
get, what up? One more. I tried to get another girl today, and she's the airhead of the group, and not airhead in a mean way, but she's usually so focused, like she is like hyper focused on one thing. So I went up to her at like 6:30, and I'm like, so I just want to let you know I just scheduled you an 8:30. And she's like, for what? And then she grabs her phone really quick and she's like, I'm pulling up the app. It's April Fool's today. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, okay, bye. I just walked away from her, but she knew right away. She spoiled it.
Yeah, I got a prank I pulled today for you. So I pulled this April Fool's prank at work today. I do security. So I told a contractor, hey, you're banned. April Fool's.
Did you at least give the time for it to hit before you
Yeah,
said
I
April
did.
Fools? Okay. Like, you can't just immediately say April Fools. Got to give it time for them to like react.
I told somebody this morning that their land clearing project got red tagged by the by the state, by the city.
Yeah, I mean,
Stop order. I was like, this hasn't got a stop order this morning. Did you talk to them?
yeah, there's definitely some good ones that you can do as an adult that don't require children.
And the funny part of it is, he said, you promise?
Bruh.
Like, please ban me?
This just came across my feed. I don't know if y'all seen this, but the officers discovered the decomposing body of a 37-year-old in the back seat of an unlocked out-of-service patrol car parked right in front of the police department.
No.
What?
Apparently, they released him from prison. He even had a lunch when he was in there. They released him. He walked out, voluntarily got into the back of this patrol car and closed the door behind him. and had a cell phone that he didn't use. And apparently his family reported him missing the next day, and then a maintenance worker found him when they were,
Like
I guess, about to meet.
he was an inmate, like a prior inmate that just like climbed into the trunk of the police car.
No, he climbed in the back seat, just in the back seat. But it was an out of service police car, so it wasn't actually,
It probably still had the child locks on.
What was the time between like his release versus when they found him?
3 days. About is what it says. After about 3 days.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like dehydrated. Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
But I mean, he had his cell phone with him. They're like, he didn't use it, but he had it.
Maybe it was
But
dead.
it could have been dead or something, maybe.
They said working. I don't know. I mean, I guess
geez.
I don't know. Yeah, it says surveillance video shows him walking out, looking around, then voluntarily entering the rear of a patrol unit 37 and closing the door behind him. He had a functioning cell phone, but never called for help. And of course, he was in front of the police station. He could have just yelled or something. Somebody would have came out.
Sounds like there was probably some mental lack of mental acuity at play here.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Probably. But that's one of the things is like when people like that get released, they're not released to somebody.
Yeah. Well, he was released straight to Patrol Unit 37.
Not what I meant. Did anybody else watch the Artemis launch?
I haven't yet.
Yes.
I posted a video of it.
Ooh.
It was pretty cool. So if anybody didn't see it, they could watch my video.
Yeah, if you want to post it up into the Jumbotron.
There's better ones out there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched it live.
I watched it live as well on my TV.
I didn't get to watch it in person, though. Like you. I ain't that special.
So is this called Mission Man on the Moon? Man in the Moon?
No, this
what, how do you used to be? Was it a man in the moon or man on the moon?
Man on the Moon.
The Man on the Moon, right.
But this one's not going to be a lunar landing. This is going to the dark side of the moon.
The dark side of the moon. So they're not going to land on the dark side?
Eventually they will, but not this mission.
They're going completely around the moon and then coming back.
Yeah, and you could do like a figure.
Well, that ain't no fun.
But it's as long as everything goes right, it's going to be the furthest anyone has ever been in space.
That's the coolest part about it.
Well, even if it doesn't go right, it's probably going to be the furthest anybody is ever going in space.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't go right, that means they aren't going to loop back around the moon and they're just going to keep going.
That's true.
Why are they so infatuated with the dark side of the moon, though?
I can answer this one. Yeah. There's ice. There's a bunch of ice on the dark side of the moon.
Pink Floyd, that's the only answer.
if they can land effectively, we can build a base on the dark side of the moon. We can harvest said ice to build to process fuel on the moon, which makes takeoff towards Mars significantly easier. So you will send people to the moon, process fuel, launch a new rocket to head to Mars. So it makes interplanetary travel significantly more clean.
But I
It's
thought
also
the
where the
surface
alien
of the
bases are.
Right. I think that's what they're really going up there for. But I thought the surface of the moon and just the atmosphere alone was like, we couldn't inhabit it because it's just like not livable.
Well, they would close everything up, right? Like it'd be geodesic and everything. So we're doing this mission around the moon, and then Artemis 3 is the low Earth orbit mission to see how long we can keep like a full stage rocket in orbit. And then Artemis 4, which is 2028, it looks like, that's the one where we're going to put people on the moon.
Wow, this shit is ridiculous, man.
So it's like a dome, like Sandy's dome on SpongeBob.
Yes, that's the plan, essentially.
Sandy Dome sounds dirty. Anyways, yeah, it's like, getting hit on the beach. Anyways, was it not? Come on now, that was a good one. But
I knew what you were going for.
And it would also be a
That
full
was good.
moon.
it would be a full moon. Oh, but yeah, I think they're sending them there to check for aliens on the backside of the moon. Yeah, because we've never seen it, so they don't know what's back
Technically,
there.
we've got pictures of it, just not very good ones.
Yeah.
I don't think the aliens would like that though.
Well, no one asked the aliens their
Find out.
opinion.
No.
We went from
Apparently-
Icy Moons to Pink Floyd to Sandy in a Dome to, yeah.
Hello.
That's what happens when you have
You
a
gotta love
conversation
it.
with a whole bunch of people with ADHD.
Yep.
Yeah. It just
But,
happened.
you also got, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The former congressman coming out and saying there's like alien human hybrid breeding programs.
Oh yeah, Matt Gaetz and his
Yeah.
crazy state.
Rubio is on that documentary. What is the name of it? Shoot, I can't think of it.
I'm just saying,
Age of Disclosure.
I'm
I
just
think it's
saying,
called Age of Disclosure. Yeah, and he's admitting, like he's showing. Well, they're not showing the actual government files, but they're showing that there are actual government files, and he's kind of like admitting it in so many words.
Sippy Truth needs co-host back again. He's down there in the loser lobby. Those of you that have microphones, that's what I'm calling you now, is loser lobby. Because all the cool kids request microphones.
Yeah, that is true. Losers. I don't even see Truth.
Oh, he was there and now he's gone. He's probably going to text me any moment. I lost signal or something. I thought you helped fix his stuff.
He yeah.
He tried texting me to help him. He's like, I bought all the stuff Sippy told me to get, and now it's not working. And I'm thinking, why the hell are you texting me about it?
Bruh, it's like literally all you do is plug it in and you hit the sync button. Oh, I want to explain that to you, Truth. Of why you cannot plug those into a surge protector. So why you cannot plug those into a surge protector is because the way it's communicating is technically surging your electricity. If it's in a surge protector, it stops it from surging. Therefore, no data gets through. Yeah.
That explains it.
Yep.
Yeah. Next time you're working on something that Sippy was helping you with, don't text me for it. I'm not gonna be able to help you.
I text you because I wasn't paying no damn attention to DMs.
It's probably what it was. He just couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah.
He was desperate. I told him just to run a freaking Ethernet cable along the floorboards. And
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Or just don't plug the fucking Ethernet over power into a surge protector. It's actually one of the instructions on the instruction manual for that specific one.
we both know Truth can't read.
Recommendation, not a sure thing.
Oh.
Well, you know what's been funny is seeing Christy Nome get roasted because of her husband. Man, there's been so many good jokes. So funny, man.
I had not found out about it until today because I haven't been on X much the last few days. And I found out while watching Fox News today. I'm like, what? Now I know why she was banging her assistant. Explains everything.
Damn, I didn't even know you didn't know that. I would have texted you. That shit's funny as fuck.
I would have made a cartoon. That would have made a great cartoon. But now I feel like the opportunity's gone.
No, it's not. It's still there. Because she's still getting roasted. So.
So he was playing with his knockers and she was getting knocked up.
Yep.
Yep.
Fake ones. His prosthetics.
Look like balloons.
Yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, well, however he had it set up and tried to make it look like he was always cold.
Yeah.
For 33, and they were married for 33 years and 10 months, and she like played like she didn't know none of this was going on. So crazy.
There's no way she didn't know.
No, they were playing like that in the bedroom. You can guarantee that.
Weird.
How do you adopt a weird fetish like that? Where the hell does that come from? Is that some childhood shit, or is it just like a what do you call that? A midlife crisis thing? I don't know. That's some weird shit to me.
I don't know, because like it's completely different from like a butch lesbian that knows that they're a woman but just prefers to dress in men's clothing, but it's not like a sexual fetish, it's just their preferred style. Like, it's weird. Is the cross-dressing, giving yourself inflatable tatas, is like that's like next level weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty much weird as fuck.
I think we can call them prosthetics and be safe, because I don't really know what it was, but
It looked like a bodysuit.
prosthetic. Yeah, because I think there were reports that it was actually a suit, like a boob suit.
I saw it. It looked like a bodysuit.
Which means that like
Your bodysuit.
it was like a regular thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like stuff in a rolled up socks and a bra.
That's insane to me. Like, my mom's neighbor also, her husband does it. He walks up and down the street. I just don't get it.
Wait a minute.
What?
He walks up and down the street with boobs on?
Oh yeah, he'll get all decked out. And he went to one of the neighbors' funeral, and they're very Christian and he knows it. And he went to the funeral dressed up in girl clothes. He's a cross dresser. He's not trans, he's not this, that, the other. He just likes to, but I've seen him in regular clothes, so I just thought that was extremely rude.
So next time he goes walking up and down the street in the full garb, I need a video or a picture, and then you just like DM it to me. It doesn't have to be posted publicly, but I need to see this because I need a good laugh.
Yes, please.
Did you
This
guys
is
see
some
Mike
weird
getting
shit.
I know it is weird. This is totally not. Well, it was weird when he sent it to me. Did you guys see the video of Mike getting his food delivered by a drone?
No, they doing it out there where you at?
Yep, and he texted it to me, and I was like, "Are you serious?" First question, how much was that? Because I've been telling him stop getting Uber Eats. It's too expensive. It's racking up. Like, seriously, dude, use your fucking car that you have and go get something. So he tells me it was $12 total, and that you don't have to tip if it's drone. So it literally flew to the backyard and then like bungeed it down, dropped it off, and left. And he's like, I thought it was going to go in the pond the whole time. I'm like, how are they going to get it to the backyard with all the trees? I could post it. Or actually, I have it. I have the post. Just go to my page and it's somewhere. I haven't posted a lot, so it's probably like right there. It was pretty interesting.
And he's still married?
He's still married. I asked him if there were any bugs in it.
God.
Well, it was $12, so I was happy about that. And I asked him if there were any bugs in there, and he said no, because it was really packaged, like super hard to even open. And he got barbecue, he said, and it was good. So that's the story there.
Does it have like a warming compartment that keeps it warm?
Whose drone is that?
I don't know. I told him never to do it again though, because they can see inside the house and everything. Plus, what if it does crash in one of our trees? I don't want. No, it was weird.
Well, then you have barbecue all over your backyard.
And they're going to charge you for it.
We have turkey vultures all over the place. I said, I'm surprised the turkey vulture didn't swoop in and take that shit, because, I mean, we've got them. I'm surprised Izzy didn't just go crazy, because I said turkey vultures, she hates them. Yeah, but it was interesting.
Was it DoorDash he ordered from?
I'm not sure. I'll mute and find out, because he's in the garage.
Was it still warm when it got there?
I'm calling him in so he can answer all these questions. I didn't even ask him. I was more concerned about the cost.
Anyway, so Gnome's husband.
Oh, here he is. Hold on one second.
killing me.
Mike, we got questions about your delivery yesterday. Come here. One of them was it still warm?
Yes, it was very warm.
Okay. What was the other one?
Was it DoorDash?
Oh yeah, that's right. Where'd you find it? Like who came
It was a normal DoorDash order, and when I went to go and pay, the option popped up, and it said, if you select this option, there's no tip required.
They're gonna kill all the gig workers. Holy crap!
And I did say that. What did I say to you? Say it. I'm not gonna say. You said.
You did say it. Yeah.
I said you're taking their jobs. Don't ever do it again.
No,
they took our jobs.
I don't like them.
Get rid of that.
I don't like them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
They better not offer that in the hood, because
they won't get their drone back.
Go sell off all the copper.
That low. You can't reach it.
What is that? Order a $10 meal, get a $400 drone for free.
You don't have to reach it, by the way. All you have to do is your cordless hole puncher has to reach it. Anyways.
Hey, you know what? That drone thing may be a good idea. You know why? Because I just saw that they're starting to employ a lot of Islamist guys that are taking over, like the DoorDash and Uber Eats stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this will cut out. It'll be a lot safer because we can't trust those guys.
Derek, you're freaking Mike out because you sound just like Ziggy.
Ziggy sounds like me.
We get DoorDash like once or twice a week, and normally after streams because I don't want to cook. And every time I get a delivery and I see the driver's name and everything, and it's like an American sounding name, I'm like, look, honey, Michael's delivering, or Bob is delivering, or it's Judy, instead of like Shnama Shubachabatu. I would say 9 times out of 10, it is Indian or Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And you gotta be careful with that.
That accent bothers me, except for my Siri, because he's Indian. But that accent drives me crazy. Except for the Indian Siri. He's really clear.
Can I tell y'all what I found out about Gnome's husband?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Are y'all ready for that? Huh? Okay.
Truth was waving. I don't know if that means something. Truth was waving.
I didn't realize there were more than one picture of him in those. Yeah. More than one picture of him in those. And
like 12.
They are a prosthetic saline is what it is.
Oh, so these
were
feel
purchased
accurate.
specifically for this. Yeah.
And Truth was waving because he wants a co-host back, because he once again is down in the loser lobby.
Good God.
Next time,
I thought that was like a
next time he has to stay in
like
the
a
loser
neoprene material that he had on.
It was probably neoprene on the outside.
I'll send you this, Derek. I'm not gonna put it
It
out.
could be silicone on the outside.
Y'all know an awful lot about like prosthetic breasts and where they're used and how they're used to distinguish like if they're a common thing or not.
I mean, it's similar to like a fat suit.
I also send you what I had found. It just happened to pop up when I was looking up Gnome's husband.
Sure.
All right, I'm putting in the purple pill then. We're going purple pill. Peel it up. But I would not put that on stream, is all I'm saying.
I have to pee so bad, and I don't want to get up because I'm really cozy. Did you put it up in the thing?
Yo, them things bounce pretty nice. Couldn't help myself.
Why don't I see it?
Steele's gonna go off and buy himself one. Just wait.
Oh my God.
Make sure you model it for us.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is that Truth again?
I hate when you get so damn comfortable and then you gotta pee. Like, that is so mean. I'll be right back.
I'm just going back to my phone. My computer's having issues again.
I think it's user error.
That's what I'm thinking.
Where even are you? There you are. All right. So yeah, I mean, that looks a lot like what he had on. I'm just saying. Does it not? I think it does.
Can't see it.
Huh?
People are strange.
I can't see it because I can't look at the purple pill.
Oh shit! Here, I'll put it in Discord. I forgot about that.
Why
Thanks.
can't she look at the purple pill?
Because I'm running
Because
the
she has
stream.
it swapped out for the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's
It looks a
jiggling,
lot like
baby.
he was wearing, right?
Oh, yeah, probably just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this video.
But one of them looked like a material, kind of like a.
Well, it's
You
like
know what I
he's
mean? Like
he's got a
those things
shirt
you
on.
put on for like your back, like if you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah, it looked like that kind of material. One of them did.
Yeah, but this legit has nipples in it. Like that's actually it's got areolas and everything. That's nipples. In the picture that this like her husband took. Like why? First of all, who got a hold of those pictures?
Somebody snatched them from probably hacked into his computer, or maybe whatever site he was on, they might
Well,
have gotten it
he
from
was
that or
like he was
something.
like private messaging with people, like sexual private
Mm.
messages. So that whoever that was probably is the person that leaked them.
Well, I mean, she was also banging her assistant or whatever. So
Yeah, on the plane. My
You
Heart
know,
Club.
also people can go ahead, Jinx.
No, I'm done. Just making a joke.
Yeah.
I was gonna say people can like compromise your camera on your computer. Sometimes they could have just like compromised him when he's sitting there in front of the computer and got him.
They were posed pictures. They were definitely posed pictures. Yeah, I don't think they were secretly taken by any means. I think he was sending them to whoever he was sexting with.
That's so gross. I would be so fucking pissed. You wouldn't have a dick left. To be honest with you.
One way to put it, Land.
I'm saying, like, fuck that shit. Mm-mm.
I mean, she's kind of hot. Like, what the hell is he doing?
It's just the weird. Like that's. I'm sorry, you got issues, dude. Don't bring me in your issues. That's weird.
Apparently, he was putting this in fetish chats, and that's yeah.
Wow. How
Sounds about right.
embarrassing.
The furries.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. That's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Was it
Yes, and
Christy
P dropped
that her first?
150 points in the last 50 minutes because of the speech, by the way.
Do what now? What did? Huh?
The S&P 500 futures dropped 150 points, approximately $500 billion purged because people are selling off assets to buy more oil since he didn't say we were ending the fight.
Well, he said it was almost complete, basically.
Yeah, said it was nearing completion or whatever.
Yeah. Sure, I kind of figured.
Well, I was hoping he was going to say it was complete, but wishful thinking.
It's too long as I expected it to.
They were apparently talking with the parliamentary council. So, like, I guess they've heard from the president. We have confirmation of that. So Trump was talking to somebody, and then they said they were talking to the parliamentary council today, and everybody's saying that's a lie, but that'll end up being true as well. So I would expect it is actually really close.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard like 2 to 3 more weeks.
Everything I've been able to read or glean says he's going to go in there and he's going to pecker slap the hell out of Iran, reduce their ability to make war at all, to rubble, and then the Arab states themselves are going to take over the Strait of Hormuz. Which
Hi,
should make-
Justin.
Hey, Land, how you doing?
Good. Sorry, I meant to interrupt you, but I heard your voice and I missed you.
Oh, that's fine. I miss you too. So,
What's up, Justin?
Derek, how you doing? I want to say when you shared that prayer request for Urban Anderson a couple weeks back, I really appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. No problem. I want to say this on the Iran thing. We've seen the Trump administration now, which I really appreciate it, but they're sending a lot of mixed messages to scramble a lot of the haters and the people that are trying to derail them, right? And it's a good thing. Well, yeah, right. But we see that they would say, "Oh, well, first they wanted to do a regime change. President Trump said he wanted a regime change. Then they came back and said, no, President Trump doesn't want a regime change. And then he came back and said, well, he does kind of want a regime change. Now he's saying we have a regime change, which is good. Hopefully, it's good enough because he can just bow out on that, and then whatever happens after that, it is what it is. But he can say that's a win. Yes, I did accomplish a regime change. Hopefully that works, But after that, it's not on us,
To me, the regime change is almost secondary. Once you
Yeah, it was
reduce their ability to make a nuke, once you reduce their ability to launch missiles, once you reduce their Navy and their Air Force to the point where they can't threaten the rest of the Gulf region, it solves a lot of issues. And I saw this item, actually, I'm looking at it here because I had sent it to somebody from Promethean Action, and they broke it down, with what he did in Iran, basically, and Lloyd's of London being so stupid to do what they do. He's basically rewritten some of the global order, for oil and for money. So Lloyd's of London, which has controlled so much for so long, they can raise insurance rates on some, lower it on others, really have a financial lever to use. And thanks to Keir Starmer and his stupid ass, that has been nullified. So I'm good with it.
Well, it'll get even better, right? Like Trump was very blatant, and it's funny because a lot of the liberals and anti-war or whatever made fun of him for it. He's very blatant, inviting and telling NATO and everybody to get off their ass and like come to the straight and do your job for once in the last 50 years. And obviously nobody did it. I think France sent like a carrier or something. But he told after NATO turned it down, Oman and Saudi Arabia they've mobilized a metric buttload of military equipment. They're ready to take the strait and move. That's the regime change that we care about, right? Like, it's not actually about Iran. That was never one of the stated goals. But if Saudi Arabia and Oman, who are very much on our side, at least right now, if they have control of the strait, then Iran is useless. They get no more money. They have no more leverage in the region. We've destroyed their military, or will finish destroying the military. What do they have left at that point?
Well, I think he wants to leave the oil for the people.
It makes the most sense, and we certainly don't need it. And if they've got it, they'll start selling it to the European states and stuff, or Saudi Arabia and Oman and everything.
Well, you still get a lot of from China, Japan, a lot of Asian countries want it. And even now, though, you're seeing other fracturing. So Germany's got rumbles of they want to leave the EU. I read something like that. They want to go do business direct with Russia for the Nord Pipeline while they try to start back up all their nuclear stuff.
Because we blew up their stuff, and NATO blew up their stuff. What was it, Nord Stream 2 or whatever? Because that was Germany's pipeline, and we cut that off because it was moving Russian oil. And we said no, it was the Russians. So yeah, Germany's super pissed.
So
Turkey's in the same boat as well. Yeah, like they had that huge that interchange in Russia that Ukraine hit, and they didn't do anything about that either.
Wasn't it Joe Biden that shut down the Nord Stream 2?
I believe you mean
Blew it
President
up.
Joe O. Biden did that. That was Joe
Yes,
O.
exactly.
Biden.
President Autopen.
Correct.
So you're saying it was Jill?
No, we're saying it's the person who logged into the White House for 330 days during 2024 from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for some Joe time, as officially listed on the White House logs. And that would be Barry himself.
Yeah, do you know how much we paid him for consulting fees?
Not as much as he got for royalties from Obamacare. Dun-dun-dun. Thank you.
Very true, very true.
Yeah, that whole thing was a mess. Yeah, I honestly didn't know that there were logs of Obama going to the White House during Biden's presidency.
What was the number? I remember seeing the consulting fee, like the executive consulting fee stuff. I just don't remember what that number was. Do you have that?
Given all the fraud that's gone on, that's in the billions, Barry's not in the billions when you compare it to Minnesota. I really don't care. There's so much bigger fish to fry where that's concerned. All it is to me, though, is who was running the auto pen, who was running the White House. It was Barry serving his third term, and Joe was just too much of a vegetable for him to call in and do it remote. So,
Speaking of Barack, I have a video to share with you guys.
hopefully it's nothing like Christy Noem's husband.
Oh, no.
Is this something about Big Mike we don't know, Derek? What's going on?
No, this one isn't as fun, but it's some pretty good information.
Maybe you'll have to play the audio because I don't trust the audio on my end.
Okay, where are we at? What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Derek's getting a video.
I'm going to post it in the web, in the nest, and then, you know.
All right. So are you a bird? Is that one you're posting?
If y'all want to play it like over the space, then you can.
Bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. What? Oh. I'm still waiting on it to pop up in the nest.
I think it's there. It should be there. Oh, let's see.
Got it. All right, here we go. You ready? This is Derek, so blame him. Hang on.
Are we supposed to hear something?
Yeah, why you guys so quiet?
No, we can't hear anything. It's kind of like muffled.
Hang on.
Like
Let's try it. Let's try it on this one.
How many of you all know that Obama
You hear that?
Yep.
let off and bailed out most of Wall Street? Some of you all don't understand that Black Americans, we lost more wealth and more housing and foreclosures under Obama during that crash than any other group. Obama did not even need legislation, but he refused to cause one of his agencies to protect Black Americans by forcing them into a remodification agreement so that Black folks could save their home during the Great Recession. He didn't need Congress for that. He didn't need no special law. It was within his purview to mandate that that particular agency enforce what was known as remodification loans so that Black folks could stay in their homes. Obama didn't do that. Most of Wall Street, the gangsters that caused the United States economy to crash and by extension had a deleterious effect on the rest of the global economy, Obama didn't have nothing to say for them except for let them lose. The Wall Street gangsters, he bowed down. But for Black folks, he has a whole lot of terrible energy like he our daddy and stuff.
The hair thing was bugging the shit out of me. It was like off. Did you notice that? Like she just kept like it was weird how she was.
Yeah, it's too much hair.
Yeah,
but the message was good.
Yeah, the message was good. Yeah. Y'all have to watch the video. I mean, like I can't tell you how the hair thing. But yeah.
She's not wrong though. That collapse, I mean, that messed up a lot of people. And there's, I mean, she's saying that like Black Americans suffered really bad, and they did. I mean, when the mortgage collapse happened during the recession, anybody who had just done those like big mortgages got crushed. I know a lot of people got really cheap houses as well, so there's a lot of people that benefited from it, but that's still really sour for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was more than just black. You know, she's addressing the black community, but of course we know it's definitely way more than black community that was suffering from that. What I just take note of that is that he tries to come at the black portion of the Democratic base as if he's this great savior. He's done so much, and he hasn't done shit but fuck shit up.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that tends to be what the Democrats do, is they fuck everything up for everybody.
Or they can't put the party of slavery and Jim Crow.
That is true.
Because Jim Crow wasn't even that long ago. I mean, Chuck Schumer was alive.
Yeah.
We gotta remind people, it wasn't that long ago.
One generation.
Yep.
That's all it takes to lose a country.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
The whole party switch thing. No, the parties did not switch.
No, they did not. Very big fallacy.
Yeah.
The left likes to use it to make it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the left just likes to use it to try to excuse their past behavior, saying, "No, that wasn't us. It was the Republicans."
Yeah, it was. Schumer, Bernie, Warren, the rest of them were all alive back then.
Why else would Joe Biden have Bird as a mentor?
Good question.
Yeah, and he bragged on him.
Yeah, at his funeral when he eulogized him.
That's why I say the Democratic base, especially the minorities, they are so like retarded. Like, how do you sit up here? This man made multiple racist statements. Multiple.
Yep.
He has racist shit in his background, and they want to talk about Donald Trump being a racist when you can't even look up anything that you cannot find anything solidified that Donald Trump has said that is like racist. You can say, oh, this is racist. You cannot find it nowhere. You can stretch and try to reach, but you can't find it. You know. On top of that, he dated a black woman for 2 years. Joe Biden has said nothing but racist shit his whole life, and then they vote for this man and say that that Donald Trump is worse. He's the worst of the two, and he was a racist. I don't get it, man.
When you look at the fraud, Derek, that they're uncovering everywhere, if they are saying, here, we can show you how to go do this, hey, you just got to vote these people in, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then it just snowballs. So every election cycle, you get a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And then you get massive cheating on top of it. I mean, some of the other crap that's come out. So you get the ones that are just like, I want the free ride. And I'm not judging one way or another. It's my tax dollars that pisses me off, but I don't walk in their shoes. I'm not going to judge. At the same time, though, it's sadly it's easy to see why that occurs, and it's easy to see why they're fighting so hard now to stop it. I mean, where you have generational families that are saying, my grandparents showed my parents how to do this. They showed me how to do it. I'm going to show my grandkids how to do it. And you're just shaking your head. It's just not sustainable.
Well, it's the Democratic Party never. This isn't like anecdotal, right? The Democratic Party never abandoned slavery. They just rebranded it after abolition. Like 1860 was chain a guy to a slave, like to a plantation owner, and you make him dependent on his master for food and shelter and survival. Take away all his autonomy, and you punish any attempt to be self-sufficient. Like that's the baseline for American slavery in the 1800s. In 2026, it's chain a man to the government, make him dependent on the state for food, housing, and survival, strip him of all the ambition that he's got, punish any attempt for upward mobility. Just you pull the rug out of the dollar anytime you can. That's all the Democrats have ever done. It's just different master, same dependency, same party. They didn't liberate anybody. They just placed a new overseer instead of a slave. Instead of a slave driver, it was a case worker. Before what was it? Like before 1964, marriage rates across the country, not just black families, but everybody, marriage rates across the country were just at their highest level. And business ownership by private citizens, highest level it has ever been at. Excuse me. And then the government came in and they started quote unquote helping under like a chain of Democratic presidents, and they offered free checks, right? That was like the expansion on the New Deal and everything. So business ownership dropped, fatherless homes dropped across the United States. Again, not like a racial thing. This is across everybody. So people are having kids out of wedlock and everything because they're getting the subsidy checks. Housing dropped incrementally, and we're seeing that now. That's why everybody has to rent and all of that kind of stuff. So the decline happened then because of that change. It's just a new way to lock people in to their new master. Instead of the plantation, it's the government and zip codes and things like that. That's why it's so hard to leave anywhere, urban area, rural area, or anything like that. They want you to stay where you're at.
Well, I have to add on to that a little bit, because every dollar that's taken out of our paychecks is making us all slaves to the government. Every single one of us.
They didn't change the chains, right? They just made them a lot more comfortable to wear. You know, tax it. What was it? Jinx was talking about the gas tax in Washington. Like, yeah, they're gonna raise it again apparently, and everybody's like, oh, well, I guess this is okay. But they've said this is okay for the last 35 years, and it's gone from being some of the cheapest gas in the country to one like the third most expensive state now. It's
second
because they're just second now. Holy moly! So they're just tightening the chain just a little bit more. It's still nice and comfortable because it was that the frog in the boiling water. They're just not turning the heat up really high, really fast. Just do it nice and slow. Nobody pays attention.
Well, they're doing it fast in a couple places, and you can see that it's alarming. You know, Virginia right now, with what's going on in Virginia, with them going after guns, with them trying to redistrict, that bitch is moving fast and furious.
Oh yeah, they'll overstep, and they'll do it. They did it. That was what Jinx was talking about the other day, right? The millionaires tax, and talk about everybody leaving. Like they'll roll that back just a little bit, and then they'll bring it in slow again. And Virginia may do the same thing with the gun stuff. Who knows? Like when you vote a bunch of people out, oh shit, you know, the realization sets in. They're like, I've got to pump the brakes a little bit. Everybody's paying too much attention to what we're doing.
Your problem in Virginia, though, is you're going to have to wait to vote her out because her lieutenant governor is worse. Okay. So, I mean, they lock themselves in nicely with stuff like that. But you look at California. Okay. California used to be such a different state. When I moved there, I went to high school there. You know, my graduating class in high school, there was no majority group. You know, we had everyone, whites, you had African Americans, you had Hispanic Americans, you had Asian Americans, and everybody got along. You know, everyone poked fun at everyone else. Yes, you had your high school cliques, but every clique had a member from every group. You know, I can remember the football team, plenty there. You know, soccer team, same thing. It just and they tore it down on purpose. Why, in my humble opinion? Why? Because that was occurring. The country was slowly unifying, and splitting it up, forcing it apart was their only way to go forward with some of the stuff, at least that I've seen going on. At some point, somebody said, we're having a new world order. At some point, somebody said, we're going to go do this. I didn't think it, you know, my stuff says it didn't really gain traction until Bush Sr. was president. You know, because Reagan thwarted a lot of it. And I look back at that and, you know, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I look and my eyebrow raises. I wonder if Reagan really got Alzheimer's naturally, or if they gave it to him to sabotage the rest of his presidency. I look around at like Robin Williams. Do you not think Robin Williams would have been tearing this stuff up, or Richard Pryor, or George Carlin? Run down the list and look at how they died. Look at Prince. Do you really think Prince would be down for what's going on in Minneapolis? I mean, I look at that and I think, what the hell? You know, and it's just me. And don't get me wrong, I probably haven't slept well in a couple nights. And when I get like that, I'm certain, you know, Land can tell you, oh shit, here goes Justin. Derek's probably rolling his eyeballs. And I know it's happening, but it saddens me. You know, like I go back and I watch The Matrix, and it's completely different now. When I watch Morpheus talk, do you want the red pill or the blue pill? Holy shit, does that have teeth? You know, you go back and you watch other movies as well. You watch other stuff that rolls through, and were they telling us to dabble it in our face, or were they telling us to warn us? You know, so it's trippy stuff at times, and yeah.
Yeah, I believe the government been doing that for a long time. I
Yeah,
think
so
they
do I.
even did it. I think they did it to Johnny Cochran. To be honest, I think they did. I think they got him because he pissed them off because he got OJ off. So I think the government's been doing that for a long time.
I think the girls got OJ off.
That was a good one.
You guys see what's in the jumbo now, or the nest for all you birds out there?
Oh, I saw that one, man. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
I mean, he just takes every row, man. Every row.
I don't know. They
I'm
wants
double
that one.
spacing. I'm being a thought.
See,
Yeah.
that's the exact one like he had on in one of those video
I
photos or
didn't
whatever.
live there. I
It
saw
was
you.
something like that.
I can't believe you left this land.
I didn't leave you. I got both you guys. I can't I got all my friends in like 2 spaces. I don't know why we just don't all join. But I got them on my other phone. I said to myself, "Oh wait, I still got my other phone, so I'll go on there."
So wait a
And I'm
minute,
still here.
Land.
Yes.
Are you having a three-way on us? Is that what's going on?
I
Yes,
think
he is.
so.
Yeah.
2-way at least.
So what? Two microphones, one headphone on each ear.
I didn't know it would work. No, they're on mute, and I
To
lowered
get
them
long
as much.
angles.
I just didn't know that I didn't know that you could do that until the other day when I had to get into another space. I was like, oh, I still have my other phone. Will it let me in? Because it's only just one account, but it does. It lets you in.
That's
That
actually
does
cool.
help.
You can join the same space twice with 2 different devices.
You can.
Yep. It's really weird.
It'll show like if I got off here and went on Southerns, it would show me twice.
No, it doesn't show you twice, but you can unmute from either device.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, because when we start our spaces from our phones, we're still logged in on our phones when we join on the computer. And we have to actually close out the app on our phones in order to like disconnect it from that end.
That is so cool.
So you'll hear the waiting music twice. Funny, actually.
Land is a transspatial.
They're quiet over there. I hope they didn't call my name. Hold on. No, they didn't. Okay, they're talking.
I'm interested.
So bad.
Somebody should
this.
should go and look at Land's account, go to her profile picture, and see if you click on it to join the space that she's in, which space it says she's in.
Oh, that's
or if it
a
lists
good
both.
test.
That'd be interesting.
That's a good test.
Now I want to see.
Yeah, go ahead, check.
I can't do that from.
It's really hard to do though, because you can't lower the volume all the way.
Show you in either space.
It doesn't show me in either?
Nope. You don't have
Get
to
out of here.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I went and looked too, and you're not like it doesn't show you as being on any space.
You can
Really?
space. That's actually really useful as well.
Yes, it is. That's good to know.
Yeah, normally if you click on somebody, you can say join that space, and they're right, Land. I'm looking for both the web and my phone, and it doesn't show it on either.
Wow.
She's incognito, hiding in plain sight.
Look at that.
Like Nick said, no kinks rally, hiding in plain sight.
Is this like your master April Fool's, Land? Are you just really pulling one over on me or us?
No, I could even take a picture.
She's not even here. We're all imagining her because she's not talking in a space.
I could let you guys say hi to them. They know that I'm on both too. I was like, hey, I'm on Sippy and Jinx and Truth Space too. And they're just laughing because I'm like, all you guys are both all my friends, so I want to be both.
Well, we appreciate it.
Oh, yo, TFPP Wire has a good point with the stuff from SCOTUS today. So for farmers, if you steal a cow or a cow jumps onto your land and has a calf, does that make it your calf?
I think so.
Let's go.
Birthright citizenship.
right?
Birthright
Don't
ownership.
It's
count on-
allegiance. That cow, that baby cow is it's out. It's allegiance.
We
of
call
the
that a
Franklin.
calf.
It was born here.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter that I cut the fence.
I made a little tunnel so I could have all of your calves.
There were actually 2 baby calves running down the road like a couple weeks ago. They got out. I had to call the guy and be like, "Hey, you know, 2 of your calves are just frolicking down the side of the road." And when I say frolicking, it was like they were skipping. They were doing little baby things.
Yeah, that's what baby calves do. Calves.
Well, they were just milking their time out.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, they were having a ball, dude. They were just having the time of their life, but they were on the side of the road. I didn't want them to get hit.
Too old for veal, too young for hamburger.
Land, I
Yes.
will add one thing, and I might be very, very much alone in this. So yesterday you'd posted the item about Trump going to SCOTUS hearings. And I just want to say, I go back and forth on stuff like that, but I reflect right now what's happening in the Senate with Thune. The guy's a rhino. He's totally fucking the American First agenda by letting him do pro forma sessions so Trump can't do recess appointments. He's made 0. And I look at that, and that's because they're playing by the rules. They're saying, oh, we have this tradition in the Senate. They didn't get rid of the Senate parliamentarian because it's tradition. Oh, we shouldn't do that. She's from the other party. Fuck that noise. Okay, because if they keep doing this, sooner or later it leads to a place everybody knows, where it's going to go, and it's not going to be a fun thing at all. So,
Oh, them packing the court? Yeah.
well, no, I'm talking worse than that. No. You're still thinking this will be nice and polite. Sooner or later, people are going to get tired of activist judges. Sooner or later, people are going to get tired of watching, that guy that pushed an 83-year-old man off the subway and he got murdered and he gets off on probation. He's only been arrested 34 times, something like that. That's going to end. People are
That
just going to say,
recent one,
yeah, the one last week.
he got off on probation.
Yeah. It
What
was,
Yeah, did you?
the
if
fuck?
yeah, I mean, it's just it's fucking stupid. And that's what I'm saying is it's going to come to a point where you could say, well, we should just have Abraham Lincoln as our president again, because those will be the times we're going to be in. So, land for me, when I look at that in that big picture, I'd rather have Trump go there. And in my opinion, he went there for one reason and one reason only. And that reason is Amy Coney Barrett. He went there to stare her down and basically say, do it and let her know, I put you on the court. You damn well do the right thing here, because she will be the swing vote. Roberts, yeah, he's already bending over for the global world order and the rest of that crap. But yeah, that's the way I see it going. So I'd rather start saying, yeah, screw this. Did you know, oh, by the way, that the vice president, JD Vance, so when the Senate parliamentarian was striking stuff out of bills and whatnot, JD Vance as what is it? What's he, president of the Senate? Is that what it is? Is his VP?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. In his role, he can go in there and say, no, it's staying in there. It is like, they say it's politically damaging, but guess what? They're going to go through and do this. It is going to be bad. So either we start saying, yeah, okay, we're going to need to push our own comfort zones and boundaries on quote unquote tradition and other things, separation of powers, because they're coming, and they're coming hard and heavy. If you read all the Islamic shit that's going on in Texas and other states, it is coming, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be a nice thing. So either we get ahead of it now and we vote our way out of this legally, or it's going to go another direction that I certainly don't want it to go, and I don't think anybody does. But
Well,
I'll drop the mic down. Sorry.
I just want to say this real quick. Donald Trump has made some, mistakes on some of his picks, right? Some of those he owns. But I will say a few of them, or a good number of them, wasn't really on him. And Amy Coney Barrett, I would say this, that we can't just put that totally on him, because man, listen, trying to put a justice on a bench and the way the process we have, the swamp, it's hard to get a person that the swamp will agree on. And they had to agree. It was very difficult to get her, the people that he want in because they only agree on people that they know got a little bit of swampiness in them. And she had all of the swampy qualities. And so that's why she kind of got in. They knew what they were doing, and so he's having a battle out with that. And so I don't put that really on him on that one.
I don't either, Derek, and I don't know that she is all swampy or whether or not she's so you get various degrees of as I look at it of compromise. Okay. So it's like, do I think Mike Johnson's compromised? Yeah, but when you look at his bank balance versus Schumer or AOC or the rest of them, to me it's a different story. Mike Johnson has a net value of 7 figures. Okay, he's a millionaire, but it's not more than 10 million. AOC is what, 60 million? So I think they get people more like Mike Johnson, who's a family man, by leveraging his family. Look at all the stuff going on in North Carolina. Land, I know, knows this. There's a guy that dropped out of the race because he has people shooting up his home every day. Of course, Josh Stein's not going to do jack shit about it, but that's the stuff that's going on. All right. So I don't put it on Trump. I think she went in there and, she probably would have done stuff like I saw her originally being more like a Sandra Day O'Connor kind of a justice. But she's got what, 6 kids, 7 kids? Very easy to compromise somebody of that, especially when you have people in that are willing to go do the stuff that they've been willing to do. So I don't know if she's
Compromised.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's by hook or by whether or not she's willing. Like Thune, I think Thune's a willing traitor to this country, flat out. And I could name others in the Republican
Absolutely.
Party. But
Oh, yeah.
I think Johnson's more compromised by leverage. They are coercing him. I think for me, and as odd as this will be to say, I think the jury's still out on her too, because I can't figure it out. She is, when you look at everything in her background, okay, adopting kids out of Haiti, her family, her upbringing, the whole 9 yards, nothing in her background said that she was going to go like this. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was a booby. It was like a booby trap.
The booby.
Well, they're literally a booby trap.
No,
No,
it was
buddy.
but she was the perfect pick for what he. So I give Donald Trump a lot of credit. I think we all do, but I don't necessarily think he's always playing 4D chess. He brought Barrett in for a very specific reason, and it was to overthrow Roe v. Wade. He accomplished the mission that he was brought on to do. Now up in the air, and we have to deal with like the other stuff that happened. So I do think you're right. I think he sat in that chair to stare at her. It's like, hey, look, you got a little bit more work to do. You're the decider on a lot of this stuff. So we'll see. But she was brought in for a very specific purpose, and she accomplished that mission. I just don't know how short-sighted it was on behalf of Trump to get that mission accomplished.
Well, I think the list of people he had was fairly short, and she was probably.
Oh, we lost you.
We losing?
Yep.
Lost him.
Yeah.
Well, and
Amy
Coney Barrett's not the only appointment that Trump has on the Supreme Court. He's got 3. He's got
you got Kavanaugh and the other ones.
Yeah, Gorsuch. He's got a third of the Supreme Court are his appointments. That's a lot.
She's the worst.
She is.
She's definitely the worst.
I think she rules on emotions a lot, honestly.
Call me a woman.
Yeah.
She's a liberal, right? She acts like a liberal.
She calls herself a conservative, but
Well, yeah, I mean, she had a lot of writings before that were really conservative. But again, this is that the two edges of the knife, right? Like she is very conservative and does not like overturning precedent. She's just always been against Roe v. I mean, she called it from the bench before she was a Supreme Court justice. She called it barbaric. So we knew what she was going to do with that. But with a bunch of other stuff, like precedent means a lot to her. That was very apparent even in her appointment hearings.
yeah, see, precedents. It's kind of. I mean, okay. The older people thought about or thought this through, but why can't you just think it through again, kind of thing, you know? Like precedence isn't as much as people like to chalk it up to be. Like Supreme Courts have gotten shit wrong before.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just hope she also agrees with you. Hopefully they see the light that precedent, whether it comes to birthright citizenship or, you know, the stuff that's going to hit later in the year with like ATF and things like that. Precedent
Or the
needs
stuff
to
like
be
that,
not paid attention to.
that Mississippi lawsuit with the fucking getting the votes in late and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just the enforcement of the NVRA, like the Supreme Court's going to hear that case, and they need to hold precedent is on the conservative side there. All of these states that are refusing to turn over voter rolls, which is federally required, not only by the NVRA, but ultimately the Constitution, need to be held to account. It is absolutely bonkers that these people can say no and get away with it. The fact that that wasn't rushed is way beyond my understanding of how like court law is supposed to work. And I have a deep
To me, is part of the thing that angers me. Well, that's unfair. That makes me laugh about Thune. Benedict Thune is what I refer to him as, because I'm not a fan of Bondi. There's probably enough people here that can have heard me go on a rant about her. The only thing that I will say, though, is they don't have enough good U.S. Attorney Generals in right now, because he can't get them in because the Senate will not confirm them. And that is entirely on Bitch McConnell and Benedict Thune. And so they're having to do a lot of work, plus kick all the people out, find them, ferret them out, and then ultimately get them out of the DOJ that, you know, are very bent. So it's clearly slowing stuff down. And something needs to happen.
I
Yeah,
wanted to bring that part up. It was kind of,
huh? What?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a quick joke. Benedict Thune is kind of an insult to Benedict Arnold. I'm just saying.
Well, I would agree with that, but to me, it gets the message across. He is selling out the country because he's in the most influential spot right now to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's doing what he's doing is worse than what Benedict Arnold did.
Oh, if only he could meet the same fate. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Thune is basically a traitor in the simplest terms. He has the position, but he's choosing purposely to spit in American people's face, who vastly, overwhelmingly want it to pass. Makes no sense to me.
It's not only that, he's also not letting Trump do his recess appointments.
Yep. That's what I was just getting ready to say. I mean, he's making sure that people come in every day just to keep the Senate open.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Yep. So I hope there's a special place in hell for him.
There will be.
No.
Yeah, it's we're just so hamstrung by our feckless Congress. We really are.
Yeah, we're getting roadblocked from our own side, which are the neocons and rhinos, who supposedly say that they have our best interests in mind, while shitting on everyone that's not stand in line to the old ways of wage war and steal money from the people. I think we're still stuck in that.
It's a uniparty. They're all getting paid.
Yep. Same bird, different wings.
Just need to kill super PACs and lobbyists. And I'm not sorry, let me rephrase that. We need to outlaw super PACs and lobbyists.
I would be okay with that.
Also,
go ahead.
I heard something about stones and birds. I heard stones work really good for birds. Just saying.
They do, and slingshots.
Yeah.
And BB guns.
I even heard some people can get 2 of them with one.
Did you guys see how bad Alex Jones has like crashed out with Trump?
Yeah.
He's gone, man. It's over. This dude is
Yeah, I haven't watched him in a while.
Alex Jones was a nut to begin with.
True.
He's talking about Trump's ankles are so swollen up. It's showing he got heart problem. He's out of there. It's only a little matter of time, and he's cooked and with toast, and it's crazy, man. Why is everybody going crazy all of a sudden?
That's
Well, yeah,
just Alex
Candace
Jones
went
trying to sell
crazy.
those alpha masculine pills. Trump
Yeah,
needs
right.
to
We're
be
going to World War
alpha
IV.
one.
Swollen ankles and feet and stuff like that is just what happens to old people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Candace went crazy too. Who is Sweden?
It's coming through Steel
Like,
City.
still.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
So Candace went crazy too. Did you see where she said that they should basically acquit Charlie Kirk's assassin?
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Candace is out of her mind.
Because the bullet fragment didn't fucking match the gun.
No.
Fragment.
It was
You're
inconclusive.
better than this. It was inconclusive, which for soft rounds, especially fired at that rate of speed, happens like 70% of the time.
But that's the thing is that it is inconclusive.
That's what she said.
Okay.
I was doing the finger quotes, but I guess y'all can't see it because I'm not on the camera right now. But
yeah. Also, if you have the wrong gun, it won't match, right? If you don't have the right gun,
well,
it won't match either.
Unless the entire bullet's like on a soft hit, you're not getting fucking markings on that thing.
No striations. You're not, like the whole point of this thing, and I fought with people for like 3 days. I mean, I still am replying to stuff that's coming through. The whole point of that statement from the defense was literally them doing their job. And I'm not saying that Robinson is innocent by any means, but it's their job to try and stop evidence from getting submitted. So they said the ATF couldn't conclusively say anything with their first test. Why would we trust them to do the tests that actually matter? It was to get the chemical exchange and the metal exchange test and the x-ray test thrown out before those get opened up, because I would be willing to bet dollars to donuts that core that they have in possession when they do the metallurgy test and when they do the x-ray test on it and check it against the barrel, it's going to match 100%.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, well, there are like news articles that have been reporting that it didn't match. That it was not a match. They're using incorrect terminology intentionally.
Well, no, that's what the filing said. So they're getting away with it because the filing said that, right?
Yep. Here's your ammo if you guys like to fight. It's one that's worked really well. I've gotten like 12 blocks because of it. It's,
Pun intended.
if people are like, oh, why can't you just accept that Robinson was a patsy in it? Bro, if Robinson was the patsy for the real assassin, that bullet on the most basic test would have matched 100% perfectly. Everything would have fallen into place. This would already be done.
Bingo.
I do think his little furry boyfriend was involved. I think those texts were way too.
They are pushing him to do it.
If he was conditioned, the furry boyfriend is definitely the op that conditioned him, like that was told to point him in the right direction. I'll play into the conspiracy theory a little bit that they made sure that those two linked up, and it was like, yeah, get him to go to
we linked up all right.
Purple Socks chat and hang out there for a little while. We'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the boyfriend was involved in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
There's just
I don't
no
think
way.
he was there, but I think he knew.
I mean, how could he not know? I mean, come on.
I think he knew. I mean, those texts were just weird, right? They were just too on point to kind of shift blame away from him.
Well, they were real quick to retract all of the other texts and stuff when they wiped those like Discord chats and private messages. Like, so that stuff was very like leading. Like, you see a lot of people like, oh, well, do something about it. Do something about it. That's got to be what those looked like. Because he left that note under his keyboard, right? And we got like a bunch of the text from that. It was like, I'm finally listening. I'm gonna do what I talked about, like all this kind of stuff. Like it was very. I'll see if I can find it, but it was very weird. Even that note that was under the keyboard saying that he was going to go off and like take care of business or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think.
I wonder if his husband knew the furry. Just wondering. You know, there's
You're a furry.
voices.
Probably go to the same
Who
conventions.
creates all of this stuff, man? What the hell? They love it. It's like every day it's a new crazy thing.
My guess is a lot of it was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sippy.
No, I'm just saying I blame Hollywood.
That's probably not far off there. I think a lot of it, Derek, was always, not always, but a lot of it has been there, slowly gaining. And then the Band-Aid got ripped off, and now they're saying, hey, it's cool to go out and do this and be this and let the world know. You know, clearly it's not, but I think that's what's gone on. It's there. It's just been, you know, now this is normal. Now this is acceptable. And that's just sad.
Yeah. I don't think
My
you're
son
wrong.
told me that in school they have a separate little room that has a litter box in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what he told me. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Who has to scoop it?
I ain't touching it.
Does the janitor have to scoop it?
But
does the student have to scoop it?
I guess.
Like, who scoops it?
I have no idea. But he was telling me about it.
Well, who has a cat?
There's a couple weird kids in school that think they're cats and dogs and shit.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man. Some
I mean,
weird
teachers
fucking...
could like spray them with water bottles and hit them on the face with like rolled up newspapers and stuff. Do they have to do the whole thing, or do they only get to pick two?
I want to know.
Do they get catnip?
If we tell them to
I
sit
don't
and
know.
stay.
He said he's never seen anybody use it. He goes, but there is kids that walk around like they're cats and dogs and meowing and, you know, barking at people and shit.
Do they feed them catnip?
That probably wouldn't be good. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, wow, man. And I live in a pretty nice little small community. I'm really surprised at this. Kind of freaked me out a little bit.
YouTube.
Sippy, the other night when I left, I had to bail quickly. I didn't get a chance to say thank you that I wanted to, but thanks for elevating me to speaker and let me share some thoughts or ramblings or whatever you want to call it. Much appreciated. But I'm gonna go ahead and jet. I hope everybody has themselves a great night and a better week, and that April turns out pretty good for us all.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, good night, Justin. It was good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you all. So
Have a
we'll
good
take
night.
care and we'll jump in now and again. So take care, everyone.
It's good.
You too, man.
Yeah, we're actually at the closing time, ain't we?
Just about, yeah.
Closing
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna jump over.
Yeah, I'm over there right now, Derek. So what you got?
Yeah.
We
You
will.
and Ziggy, right?
Yeah, me and Ziggy are already over there.
We will not be having
We'll see
our
y'all.
Sunday stream this coming week because of Easter.
Easter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on Wednesday again, same time, same place.
We'll rise 3 days later. Not ironic at all.
Amen. I got it.
Yeah, we rise 3 days later.
Yes, God, yes, that's what I was talking about, Len.
Well, good night. I'll talk to you probably in about 2 seconds on the other side.
Yeah, roughly.
Good night.
Have a good rest of your week, everybody. Happy Easter.
You too. Thank you. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.